Let me make this clear from the very first breath. This is not a motivational pep talk. This is not soft. This is not sanitized. This is not for people who need their hand held or their ego stroked. This is for the doers, the builders, the hungry ones, the ones who are tired of being tired, tired of starting over, tired of wasting potential. You don't need more hype. You don't need another post. You need to lock the CKIN and never let up. Because this world, it's not waiting for you. Life's not going to ask you if you're ready. Success isn't going to pause while you overthink. And greatness sure as hell won't negotiate with your excuses. If you're going to rise, if you're going to rewrite the story they wrote for you, if you're going to finally take control of your mind, your habits, your future, then it starts right now. This is the moment you stop dabbling. This is the moment you stop waiting for the stars to align. This is the moment you stop letting weakness have a voice. Because from this point on, you are not available to distraction. You are not open to excuses. You are not interested in effort. From this point on, you are locked in, eyes forward, cheek, mind sharp, soul on fire. This speech is not for who you were. It's for who you're becoming. So take a breath, stand up straight, and get ready to cut the noise, kill the excuses, and go all in on the mission. Let's go. Lock the CKIN before you can aim, before you can grind, before you can win. You must eliminate the noise. You cannot build a masterpiece in a storm of distraction. You cannot write a legacy with shaky hands scrolling on a screen. Focus is not a luxury in this world. It's the weapon. The battlefield isn't just in front of you. It's in your ears, your pockets, your feed, your mind. Every notification, every pointless conversation, every comfort zone wrapped in dopamine hits. That's the enemy. You want to do something legendary with your life. Then understand this. Your mind is a sacred battlefield. What enters it stays in it. Garbage in, garbage out. You're not just wasting time watching meaningless content. You're training your brain to chase shallow hits instead of deep purpose. You are programming yourself for failure every time you let distractions lead. So stop letting your mind be a playground for mediocrity. Cut it off. The noise, the fake friends, the "it's okay to rest again today" thoughts, the late night scroll, the mindless media binge. Every single thing that doesn't add momentum to your purpose, it's a thief. A silent thief, robbing you of your mental clarity, your emotional strength, your spiritual fire. And most people don't even notice they're being robbed until it's too late. You don't just need quiet. You need intentional silence, strategic solitude. Not just to think, but to listen to the fire in your gut. Because that fire, it's dim under the weight of the noise. And you can't reignite it while you're busy being available to every damn distraction that calls your name. Your future doesn't need you to be everywhere. It needs you to be locked in. It needs you to walk away from the chaos so you can walk toward purpose. This is not about doing more. It's about doing less on purpose. Delete the apps, turn off the notifications, decline the invites. Say no to anything that doesn't scream hell, yes to your purpose. That's how you sharpen your edge. That's how you rise above. That's how you lock the CKIN. It shows up when it wants, leaves when things get hard, and abandons you the moment discomfort walks in. If you're relying on motivation to build your dream, then don't bother building at all. Because motivation doesn't build empires. Discipline does. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is war strategy. The people who win in life, they're not more talented, they're not luckier, they're not even necessarily smarter, they're more disciplined. They've locked into a frequency the world doesn't understand. A frequency where feelings take a back seat to execution, where comfort is sacrificed for mission, where excuses are burned at the altar of consistency. Let me tell you something. There's a war going on for your future right now, and if you think it's a game, you've already lost. The alarm clock rings. That's not a signal to snooze. It's a call to arms. Every time you choose discipline over ease, you're winning ground. Every time you push through tiredness, through doubt, through fear, you're rewriting your destiny. You don't need more podcasts. You don't need another 5-step hack. You need to man the hell up and do the thing every single day, especially when you don't feel like it. That's discipline. It's waking up and showing up whether your mood agrees or not. It's doing reps in the dark when nobody's clapping. It's studying when everyone else is partying. It's building when everyone else is sleeping. Discipline is boring. It's repetitive. It's hard. And that's why it works. Because 99% of people aren't willing to pay the price. They're waiting for the feeling to show up. They're waiting to get in the mood. Winners don't wait. They attack. You want results? Then make discipline your daily diet. Make it non-negotiable. Make it your identity. Lock in so deep that even on your worst days, you still don't fold. Because while motivation will make you start, only discipline will carry you across the finish line. Stop chasing moments of hype. Build systems of war. Because this life, this dream, this legacy, it doesn't belong to the motivated. It belongs to the disciplined. Wake the FCK up. The world isn't sitting around hoping you get your act together. It's not pausing to give you a head start. It's not saving you a seat. The train is moving, and if you're not on it, you're left behind. Every day you hesitate, someone else is out there working harder. Someone else is saying yes to the grind while you're still negotiating with your excuses. You think time cares about your reasons. You think opportunity waits for the comfortable? No. The harsh truth is this: if you don't move with urgency, you don't move at all. Let me be real with you. Talent isn't rare anymore. What's rare is the one who executes. While you're overthinking, planning, second-guessing, scrolling, someone else is doing. Someone is getting sharper. Someone is building. Someone is putting in the unsexy, unseen work that you're still avoiding. And by the time you decide you're ready, they've already lapped you 3 times. The world rewards speed, precision, focus. It does not reward hesitation. There is no medal for almost started. There is no trophy for thinking about it, the harshest part. The world doesn't even notice if you don't show up. That's how fast it's moving. You've got a dream? Then you better be sprinting toward it like your life depends on it, because it does. Locking in means understanding that time is not your friend. It's your most ruthless competitor. It keeps ticking whether you're committed or not. Every second you waste in indecision is a second your vision bleeds. Every minute lost to comfort is a minute someone else just used to build your dream for themselves. Let that piss you off. Let that light a fire in you. This world owes you nothing. The only way you earn your place is by showing up relentlessly and producing results that demand to be seen. If you're not advancing, you're declining. There's no neutral. There's no pause button. It's motion or extinction. So stop playing soft with your time. Stop being casual with your destiny. Get serious. Get urgent. Get ruthless. Lock the FCK in. Because the world isn't waiting. You think you've got time? Let me break that illusion for you. You don't. Time doesn't wait. Time doesn't pause. Time doesn't forgive. It is the one thing that once lost never comes back. You can rebuild money, rebuild status, rebuild relationships. But time, when it's gone, and laziness is the fastest way to kill it. Every hour you waste being lazy, every minute you spend doing what's easy instead of what's necessary, that's time you were never getting back. You're not just being unproductive. You're making a choice to surrender your future in real time. You're trading legacy for comfort. You're selling greatness for the cheap price of "I'll do it tomorrow." But here's the truth. Tomorrow is a liar. It's the most dangerous word in your vocabulary. Lazy people worship tomorrow like it's some magical reset button. It's just another day to prove you still don't have the guts to lock in. And don't think for a second that time's going to feel sorry for you. For you, it won't. It doesn't slow down because you're tired. It doesn't pause because you need a break. The lazy get eaten by the clock. The lazy wake up one day old, bitter, filled with regret and wondering where the hell all their potential went. But the focused, the obsessed, the locked in, they treat every second like it's sacred. They squeeze the juice out of every day. They don't beg for more time, they maximize what they have. While the lazy sleep in, they're building. While the lazy procrastinate, they're executing. While the lazy scroll, they scale. So if you're still moving slow, still waiting to feel ready, still letting laziness ride shotgun in your life, wake the hell up. Time doesn't care about your story. It only cares what you do with it. And if you don't respect time, time will make you regret it deeply. You want to change your life? Start by waging war on laziness. Declare it your enemy. Replace every lazy habit with a locked-in routine. Get serious. Get ruthless. Because time doesn't forgive the lazy, and neither will your future. You don't get to play it cool and win. You don't get to be kind of interested and expect to dominate. The truth, obsession is the price of greatness. Not preference, not personality, requirement. You see, the people who rise, the ones who break records, shift culture, rewrite the rules, they're not balanced, they're obsessed. While most are trying to manage time, they're devouring it. While most are trying to stay comfortable, they're choosing to be consumed. Not because they have to, but because they can't live any other way. Obsession doesn't apologize. It doesn't make sense to the average. It doesn't fit in polite conversation. And that's exactly why it works. Because when you are obsessed, you stop negotiating with your goals. You stop looking for motivation. You stop caring what people think. The mission becomes oxygen. Without it, you suffocate. And let's be real, interest won't save you when it gets hard. Interest won't carry you through 3 a.m. work session. Interest won't get you up when your body is done. But the job isn't finished. Only obsession does that. Obsession turns I have to into I get to. Obsession turns pain into fuel. It rewires your DNA. You want to be remembered? Then you better be obsessed. You better have tunnel vision so narrow that people call you crazy. Good. Let them. Because while they're busy being well-rounded, you're busy being undeniable. Obsessed people don't take days off from the dream. They don't clock out mentally. They live, breathe, and bleed purpose. And it shows. It shows in their work ethic. It shows in their results. It shows in how they carry themselves locked in, eyes forward, soul on fire. This world isn't lacking talent. It's lacking people willing to be possessed by their calling, to let it take over, to let it stretch them past comfort. And yes, it costs you comfort, sleep, sometimes people. But obsession will take you to places motivation never could. So stop asking if you're doing too much. If you're not obsessed yet, you're not doing enough. Lock the CKIN. Not once, not occasionally, every damn day, because pain is not a punishment. It's the price of elevation. And most people tap out before the real breakthrough even starts. They run the second it burns. They fold when it gets hard. But winners, the locked-in ones, they lean into it. They expect pain. They welcome it like an old friend. Understand this. Greatness doesn't go on sale. You pay full price. In sweat and discipline and late nights, in broken ego and isolation. There's no discount, no shortcut, no easy version of the grind. You think you're going to reach your potential without feeling like quitting 1,000 times. Think again. Pain is the fire that forges the unshakable. You don't grow in comfort, you don't sharpen in ease. You evolve in the storm. When it hurts, when it's heavy, when everything in you wants to stop, but you choose to keep emptying going. Let me say it loud. Stop complaining about the very thing that's trying to make you stronger. That pain in your legs, it's growth. That silence from the world while you grind, it's focus. That frustration, it's fuel. But only if you stop seeing it as a problem and start seeing it as a process. You want a seat at the table of champions? then earn it, bleed for it, sacrifice for it. Because if you're not willing to suffer for your dream, you don't deserve it. And no one's coming to feel sorry for you. Pain doesn't make you special. It's part of the deal. So when life hits you, don't flinch. When the plan falls apart, don't cry. Adapt. When it burns, don't back down, push harder. You have to be the kind of person who doesn't break when it hurts, who becomes more dangerous. This is the cost of being elite, of being chosen, of being unbreakable. You can't buy it with talent, you can't earn it with words. Only pain gets you in the door, and the only ones who make it are the ones who pay in full without complaining. Purpose is not casual. It's not something you flirt with. It's not a hobby. It's not a win I feel like it thing. Purpose is sacred. Purpose is war. And if you want to walk in it, live in it, and own it, then you better show up like your soul is on the line. Too many people want the rewards of purpose while living at the level of convenience. They want impact with no intention. They want legacy with no labor. They treat purpose like a side quest, something they'll get to when life slows down. Life doesn't slow down. You do. And if you keep playing it casual, your purpose will pass you by like it never even knew your name. You want to be powerful? Start taking your calling seriously. Stop treating your future like it can wait. Stop half-stepping towards something you were born to dominate. Locking in means putting purpose first, before comfort, before fear, before approval, before everything. That's what changes lives. That's what flips the switch. Listen, casual energy creates casualty. When you're casual with purpose, you tolerate distraction. You excuse inconsistency. You justify procrastination. And all of that, it becomes your identity. You start living way below what you're capable of, and worst of all, you get used to it. That's how dreams die. Not with a bang, but with a maybe later. You were born with something this world needs. But that gift, that power, it won't activate until you commit fully. Purpose doesn't respond to part-time effort. It responds to obsession, to conviction, to blood in, blood out focus. And that level of intensity can't come from a casual heart. You either lock in or you lose it. So choose. Are you going to keep talking about it, or are you finally going to become it? Are you going to keep entertaining distractions, or are you going to declare war on everything that dilutes your destiny? Because one thing's for sure, you can't be casual with purpose and expect to live like you're chosen. This is your life. This is your mission. Lock the FCK in and never look back. Now you've heard it all. No more illusions. No more safety nets. No more waiting for signs or stars to align. This world doesn't reward the almost. It doesn't hand crowns to the half-committed. It doesn't care how bad you want it. It only responds to how far you're willing to go for it. You don't get this time again. You don't get this season again. You don't get another shot at it now. So what are you going to do with it? Because if all you do after hearing this is nod your head and then go back to the same lazy habits, the same distraction, the same small thinking, then you've wasted more than time. You've wasted a moment that could have changed your life. Locking in is not a one-time event. It's not a mood. It's not hype. It's a decision, a brutal daily, no matter what decision. You choose it when you're tired. You choose it when you're tempted. You choose it when your mind says quit and your heart says keep going. And every single time you choose to lock in, you move one step closer to the person you were always meant to be, the real you, the dangerous you, the focused, disciplined, weaponized version of you that refuses to play small any longer. This is your moment to separate from weakness, from excuses, from who you used to be. You want to be unstoppable? Then get sick of your own delays. Get disgusted with your own distraction. Get obsessed with the mission. Because once you lock in, really lock in, everything changes. Your energy changes, your confidence changes, your direction changes, your results explode. Not because it's magic, but because you finally decided that nothing else matters more than this mission. So walk out of this moment with fire in your veins. steel in your spine and silence in your soul. You don't need applause. You don't need permission. You just need to execute. Lock the FCK in and never come out.